All right, we're going to talk about position number one, also known as the point guard. And we're going to talk some things in general about offense and being a point guard. Then we're going to look at what it looks like bringing the ball up, playing against the zone defense, and playing against man-to-man defense. So as a number one or point guard, you're kind of the quarterback of the team. And as a quarterback, you're going to share the ball more than anyone else. You're the leader of sharing the ball. So what are we trying to do on the offense in general? Well, we're trying to score as a team. Sometimes that means you're going to score, and sometimes, and many times, other times, it means a teammate is going to score. So on offense, we're trying to score as a team, and one thing we always want to be thinking, what should I do now? What am I supposed to do? But if you just always answer the question, what can I do to help my team score? That's what you want to think about. And sometimes it'll be, you'll remember things, or you'll say, this is what Coach talked about, or I remember this from my parent or watching a video. But if you're not sure, just say, what should I do to help my team score right now? And so when we're on offense, we want to do a couple things. One, we want to take what the defense gives us. We can't always dictate doing what we want to do, but we can say, based upon what the defense gives me, I'm going to do something according to that, or in response to what the defense does. And on offense, it's important to remember that we are in control. And that's a transition from defense to offense. On defense, we're always trying to be faster. We're just trying to get that ball. We're going faster. On offense, we're in control. We need to make that transition and say, we're in control. There's something we want to do with this ball. And we're going to take what the defense gives us. And we're going to try to run a play. And we're going to adjust. And we're going to take good shots. But we are in control on offense. So a couple things about passing. Especially as a number one, you want to be a good passer. You want to make good passes. Most of the time you're going to make bounce passes. So also when you don't have the ball, you're going to want to get open to have the ball. So let's say here your teammate has the ball and you don't have the ball. Well, you want to get open. What's a couple ways you can do that? Well, a lot of times you can just go to where the open spot is. If there's an open spot here, you can go there. You can go where the open spot on the floor is. Especially being a one, a lot of times you're going to want to do cuts. You may kind of walk your man in here and then bounce back to get open, or you may bring your defender this way and then come this way to get open. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to just give the ball to two and then stand right here and ask for it back right away, because what you do in that case is not only does your teammate have a defender he's got to get by, but now you just brought his teammate to him and you brought yourself to him. So now look, he doesn't have a lot of space to move around. In fact, you actually, by coming so close to him, if he's not in trouble, you just kind of cornered him. There's only one place he can go, and that's this way or this way. So when you're getting open, go to an open spot on the floor. Use cuts to break away from your man to get open. When you're catching a pass, a lot of times you'll want to actually just step into pass, because the pass may fall short and you don't want your defender to get the edge, so sometimes you got to step into a pass to get it. And shooting, if you have a good shot, take it. Okay, so let's take a look at bring the ball up the floor. So here you are, your position one, you're bringing the ball up the floor. As you're bringing the ball up to the floor, you're going to want to kind of assess what's going on here. You want your head up most of the time, occasionally look down so you don't lose the dribble. But you want to kind of see what's going on. Who's getting open? What's going on here as you're bringing the ball up? So you can bring the ball up here in the middle, but a lot of times you can bring the ball up on the other sides too. You don't always have to bring the ball up in the middle here. Sometimes you can bring the ball on this side. Sometimes you can bring the ball up on this side. So that's when you're bringing the ball up. You don't always have to bring it in the middle. Just think of that. You can bring it up on this side, and you can bring it up on this side. Okay, so that's bringing the ball up. Now against the zone here, we're going to show you some things about that. One, as a number one, you want to, and everyone in a zone, is to attack a gap. So if you see a gap, something like this, see this big gap here? That's a good spot to bring that ball in so that you can take a good shot. And really, as a one, that's how you'll get most of your shots, and against the zone is attacking the gap. Okay, so that's if you can attack a gap. Sometimes you may come from here, you may get the ball, maybe 3 was in trouble and you helped out 3. And I have a bad aim here. Okay, so you get the ball here. Well, look, that's also a gap that you can attack there too. So attack gaps. Take the ball, see a gap, take it in, and drive. But if you have something like this, you don't have a gap to attack. So if you bring it in here, you're just going to kind of probably cause a turnover. One thing not to do, and is a common mistake for a player 1, is to just bring the ball in and then just dribble here. When you dribble in here, there's nothing here. You've won away from the basket, and now you have the sideline here and the sideline here. So the room that you can move around is actually quite limited. So don't just dribble into the corner for no good reason. You should be looking to say, who on my team is open? So as you're kind of bringing the ball up too, you may see 2 here, do a V cut, pop back out so you can pass the ball to 2. And then 2's going to get defended here. Now you take your concept. I'm going to work to get open. I got to work to get open so I can get a pass. And 4 may come out here, and you could come here. You want to work to get open. Oh, and you may also pass it. Same thing on the 3 here. Okay, so whoever you're going to pass to, you can kind of want to dribble to that side. You don't want to stand over here and try to pass the ball all the way to 3, because that's so long, defenders will see the difference and steal it. So you kind of want to be closer to your guy, your teammate that you can make a pass to. So another important area to pass to or try to pass to is here in the middle. So we're teaching your teammates 4 and 5 to try to get open here in the middle. So look for this pass. If you got a good pass here, man, look how much closer that ball is to the basket. And you got the ball that much closer just by passing. So then he can turn around and take a shot. So always be looking in this area to make a pass. Okay, don't just look side to side. Don't just look to dribble in. You especially just don't want to dribble to the corners. Look to pass to your teammates in here. Okay, a couple more things you can do. Well, one very important thing I want to stress is number 1. One of your key jobs is helping your teammates getting out of trouble. When a teammate gets in trouble, that means he's being defended well and he has the ball. Hold on, let me get you the ball back here. Okay. So they're being defended well against the ball. So your teammate here has the ball. 2's defending well. 4 is over here. 4 can't get open. 5's not getting open. So 2 can't, let's say 2 picked up his dribble. Nothing 2 can do right now. So what they're instructed to do is turn around with the ball away from the basket to look for you. But you got to be there. So if you see, okay, my teammate's in trouble, you want to go behind them so that they can pass it to you. Now you have the ball. Now you can dribble in if you see a gap. Or if you see, while you got the ball, 5 got open, you can dribble in, make a pass. But you really want to help your teammates out in trouble, especially 2s and 3s, because when you pass it to them, if they get in trouble right away, you got to be there to help get them out of trouble. So we want to get them out of trouble. Okay. Okay, so what's another thing we want to do against the zone here? 4, 5. So we talked about getting the ball down inside. Okay, hold on here. We talked about the ball getting down inside, making passes to 2, making passes to 3, getting your teammate out of trouble, getting open. So that's pretty much position 1 against the zone. Now let's quick look at position 1 and man-to-man. So position 1, man-to-man, you can, all kinds of things. This is going to be your setup here. Now the reason we have it like this, people on the outside, is we're trying to create space. So whoever has the ball can have a space to do something with it. If we crowd everybody inside here, then they bring their defenders in here, and it's hard to get the ball in there, or a teammate or yourself with the ball in there, because everyone's in there with their defenders in there. So that's not what we want to do. When we play in the zone, defenders are already in there, and we just have to adjust to that. But man-to-man, we want some separation so that we can have easy lanes to get to the ball, to make passes for people to get open. So we want to create space. So as position one, same concepts really. You're going to be looking to pass it in here. Somebody's open. You want to make good passes to 2 and 3 over here. If you see a clear lane or a gap, you want to take it in. A couple other things you can do to help your teammates score, and this is true in the zone too, but I'll just take the time to talk about it here. Because when you make a pass, you could help your teammate out here by setting a screen. If you set a screen here, then if you set a screen, you're going against the defender here. 2 can get around that way. Another thing you can do is once you make a pass, you can come over here and set a screen, and then 3 can run around, okay, to get open. So there's a lot you can do to help your teammates get open, even when you don't have the ball, to help your teammates to score. So again, what you don't want to do is just pass it to 2, go right next to him and say, now give it back to me, because we're trying to get the ball here. So we don't want to just keep it around here or up in here. We're trying to score as a team. So if you see 2 gets open and you got a good pass to throw to 2, throw to 2, and again, maybe you can just come and set a screen so 2 can go around you. And we're also going to teach the same thing for your teammates. So if 3 passes you the ball and your defender's right here, well, we're going to tell 3, go ahead and set a screen so that you can get around them too. And while you're getting around, maybe you see 5 is open, you pass to 5, and 5 takes a good shot. Okay, so a lot of possibilities, and you just have to think again, what can I do to help my team score? Can I set a screen, make good passes, take good shots? If I have a chance to score, I score. Another thing you want to do, and this is true against the zone, man-to-man, is that when you get the ball, where'd the ball go? There it is. You don't want to necessarily just dribble right away. So if 2 passes to you, and if you don't have a clear, if 2 passes to you like this and it's that clear, just go. But if 2 gets it to you and your defender's right on you, don't give up your dribble right away. Don't dribble. Just say, hey, well, let me see what I can do here. Because you want to give maybe your teammate a chance to set a screen for you. Or maybe with the ball, you can do a fake once your defender comes on you and get around him. Or you can, maybe your defender comes and overcommits and he's running too fast. And then you say, okay, when you're here running too fast at me, I'm just going to blow by you. Okay, so don't just dribble as soon as you get the ball. And that's it. Everything you can do position 1 to score. Just in general, we're trying to score as a team. And on the offense, we're in control. As position number 1, just think of yourself as the biggest sharer. We talked about how to do some things to do against the zone and some things to do against man-to-man, and how much a lot of that's the same regardless of which defense we're playing against.